I'm writing an invoice for work right now. I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row here so I can leave and not have anything open-ended.
Hey guys, it's Queen Bee 444. It is 12:20 in Saskatchewan, and I would like to say congratulations to Saskatchewan. Your REP program is over as of today. I thought it was actually last weekend and I made a mistake saying that, but it is over today. Congratulations on a win, Saskatchewan, and happy Valentine's Day to all you lovers out there.
Another important message on progress. I believe there was an article in the Ottawa Sun today declaring that the mayor of Ottawa has officially announced that he is willing to sit down with the protesters tomorrow and have an actual discussion. This is a huge step. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone knows any different details about this.
Hey Les, are you around by chance? Are you on the line? Hit me back if you are.
Hello, hello. Dreamer here. I encourage everybody who hears this to take a quick look at the speech given by a very well spoken woman down at one of the convoys in the United States. She summarizes the situation better than I think anyone ever has. It's very inspiring, very encouraging, very motivating. Take a look if you've got the time.
Well, good morning, Saskatchewan and across Canada. It's Queen Bee 444 here. Just leaving Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I'm going to hit up a restaurant along the way back home to Alberta and see if I can sit down without the vaccination card requirement. Have a wonderful day and go Canada go.
Good morning, y'all. Some good news out of Coots this morning. Those three excavators that were disabled and damaged by the RCMP are now being fixed free of charge from a local heavy-duty equipment company, and they're on the mend. So some people stepped up in a big way, so kudos to them.
Oh, that's great news. Thank you for updating us.
Yeah, you bet. I mean, the RCMP stepped out of line, and Canadians once again stepped up. So, yeah, I mean, that's amazing that someone would be willing and able to do that. So, kudos to them.
I agree. Holding the line.
Queen Bee 444 here. I just arrived in Kindersley. Just an update. I am at Humpty's in Kindersley. And I walked in, I did see the sign that says they require vaccination cards. But when I walked in and spoke to the lady, she apologized and said she hasn't removed it yet. Me and my son have sat down and we're about to order breakfast. So congratulations, Saskatchewan. No REP program anymore. And happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Have a good day. Miigwech, which is thank you in my Cree language.
After?
Just a reminder, folks, there's a fairly big vote happening today at 3 p.m. in the House of Commons. I'm going to copy and paste an email I sent to my MLA. I mean, if you guys feel obligated to do the same, to apply some pressure so that they can hopefully vote to end all mandates and restrictions across Canada. I believe that includes the federal ones and everything.
Grand day, everyone. Hope you're all having a lovely AM and hope you have a phenomenal day with lots of greatness. And let's lift these bloody mandates. Sorry, excuse me.
What's happening in Windsor right now?
Didn't Windsor get fully dispersed yesterday and traffic's back to normal, I believe, crossing the Ambassador Bridge?
They doing?
Oh, I think I stomped on someone. Yeah, I believe it was to the tune of 30 arrests. That's what the news stories say. Go ahead, whoever just started talking.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I think it was 25 arrests, but I'm just wondering what the Americans are doing to stop it on the other side.
Tear gas and tasers, their specialty.
There are actually protesters on the other end of that bridge.
Yeah, I was mostly just joking about how Americans handle their protests. I actually have no information on that.
Tend to protest just a wee bit differently than we do, though.
I'm very hopeful that we're setting a new precedence for protests all over the world.
All that rioting they did in the US over BLM, it did nothing to really change anything. It just caused a lot more divide.
Peace, love, and diesel.
Hey Les, are you here?
Hey guys, this is Queen Bee 444. I was wondering if anybody could enlighten me on what's happening over on Convoy East. I know they made another room, but did somebody turn off the chatting? Because it's really quiet. And I was wondering if you could tell me why, or are they closing it down? Does anybody know? I'm not getting any answers over there. I'm on the road right now, just head back to Alberta and just wondering what's happening, guys. Could somebody let me know? It's pretty dead, and I don't understand why they would do that. There was good discussion on there. I'm just curious. Thanks, guys.
We did create a convoy east too, but sometimes it is pretty quiet.
Yeah, I know they created Convoy East too, but why did they shut off the talking? There's a lot of people in that room, and I'm just wondering why. Is there a reason for that? Are they forcing people to go over to that room, or was there something else going on? I'm not too sure. And yeah, I'm getting people messaging me asking me why they can't talk, and it's really disturbing to them or something. They want to, get involved in the conversation. So I was wondering if they're closing it down or whatever the case is.
That there's a couple of channels now that if you're not a moderator, you can't speak in it, and then the only people that can hear you is the moderators that are on.
Yeah, so a big part of it really came down to the trolling. The trolling gets very incessant as the channels are open, and it becomes 80% trolls and 20% legitimate conversations. So we shut them down for large periods of time, but every once in a while the admin for the channel will open them up and there'll be open discussion until the trolls take siege again. That happens periodically.
I believe both those two channels are entirely inundated with trolls that hold mod stars, but that's just my opinion. Yeah. For some strange reason, I'm blocked out of both of those. Curious.
Call you a troll.
If I was a troll, I wouldn't be sitting here with a moderator star, would I? Well,
Didn't mean to cut you off. I can barely hear anything over there, too. Channels I can't even find.
you got to make sure the button's pressed before you start talking. We've got like 30 moderators in here, and no one speaks unless Les is speaking. You guys can talk, you know.
Pizza right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of the moderators are part of smaller channels that we have our own little discussions in, because the conversations veer all over the place, off topic, and we don't want to make that kind of nonsense chatter on this more important broadcast channel.
Anyway, folks, feel free to talk. That's why you have mod stars. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who appreciate what y'all have to say.
The other day, 2 days ago, I was listening into quite a lot of chatter that was going on between the mods, and I watched the number of people in the channel drop from 1400 to the 900 range. So I think that a lot of people didn't appreciate that kind of just back and forth banter that was happening. That said, I think any conversation at all on topic of the convoys is definitely encouraged. On that topic, if anyone's curious to know why Trudeau may or may not be going to prison in the next few years, take a look at the link I just posted.
Okay, I was just wondering because, yeah, I've had a few people solo me on that channel because there's like 18,000 people on there and ask me what was happening because they really missed the chat and so forth. And I don't know. A few of them have gone over to East too, but they're not feeling like it's the same or something. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, I miss everybody talking, and I was just wondering what the heck's going on. I'm heading home right now, just stopping for gas in Youngstown here right now, and heading back to Sylvan Lake, and I just wondered where everybody was. It's kind of depressing actually, and that's what they're telling me, that this is depressing because they can't get involved. So I was just wondering what was happening. LOL. It's Queen Bee 444. I posted that in the wrong room. I wanted this room. Could one of the moderators that are on when the vote for the parliament comes on, could you post a link? I'm on the road and I would really appreciate it so I could check it out. Thanks, guys.
So I just listened to that scumbag Ford that you guys got up there. I don't know when that press conference bullshit that he just had was recorded. Right at the very end, he said about suspending or revoking people's driver's license for life and confiscating. Sorry about at confiscating their vehicles as well, permanently, I guess. Not even kind of an impound. It sounds like they will take the vehicles and that's it, it's gone. Is that something new that they just came out with this morning, or is that an older conference that I just heard?
Well, that sounds new to me. That'd be quite interesting to see them do that.
Well, you can't put anything past these governments anymore. I'm a U.S. citizen, and it's amazing, down here what they pulled off as well. The so-called insurrectionists of the January 6th, 2021 protests. Some of those guys are still in jail and not even being charged with anything. I mean, they've just locked these guys up. So it's hard to say what these tyrants will do.
I'm not sure on how true this is. I haven't really looked up any facts or anything. It's just more of a hearsay thing. But I hear our PM, good old Dum Dum, is going to implement a war act or something like that. Now, I could be very, very extremely wrong on that, but I've heard that through a great.
Hey guys, Mandy here. I just dropped a link there and just a tiny bit of the information if you go to that link in regards to the vote at 3 p.m. today. In order to register your vote for the opposition to the COVID mandates, you have till 3 p.m. Sorry, I got to cut out and start again. My mic doesn't work after 20 seconds. Yeah, so you have till 3 p.m. to register your vote by email with your local MP. So on that website, you can find a spot by postal code. You can search how to find your MP and register your vote if you are opposing the mandates, because they will be voting at 3 p.m.
Mandy, thanks for that. What is the time? Is that Eastern Standard Time or what is 3 p.m.? If you could clarify, thanks.
Sorry, and also in regards to that vote, in your email, title it opposition to, that you're opposed to the mandates, you'd like to end the mandates. Include your blurb in your email, but also if you'd like a response back, make sure that you note that you would like a response back as well.
Hey, hey there, Mandy. Just looking for some clarification. Are individual requests for votes being counted, or is this just encouraging our representatives to speak on our behalf as a larger group?
And sorry, guys, I'll just elaborate real quick because apparently my mic cut out. It's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the vote at the House of Commons to your local MP by email. If you want a response, include that in the email and just stating that you are against the mandates and that your vote to have the mandates lifted. I dropped some information in the chat here. If anybody has any more questions, feel free to reach out. I hope that helps.
What my question was is, are each of those emails being considered as a vote, or is that just encouragement for that particular representative to make a vote one way or the other?
It's basically to get your voice in there. I'm not sure, if I think it's important that if you are opposed to it, to get your voice in there. I'm not sure how it's being considered. I'm just relaying information as it's being brought to me. But I do know we have an hour and a half to get these emails in. It's definitely time sensitive.
Copy that. I will spread the email around for my local region. Are we emailing our premier or our MPs?
MP for your district, and if you go on the House of Commons website, it does give you an option to put in your postal code, and it'll tell you who that is and provide an email and phone number for each specific postal code and region.
Thank you very much for the answers.
Let you guys know that you can also phone your local MPs like I just did. I just phoned Cheryl Gallant. They are accepting phone calls. They take your name and your number and they add you to the vote.
Hi, Miller. Yes, you can call your MP, but for this specific situation, they are asking for email responses. A phone call will not, for this vote that's being tabled in an hour and a half. Definitely always encourage people to reach out by phone at any time to voice their concerns. But for this specific vote, they need email responses.
They just told me that they're accepting call-ins too. That's what I just did.
Yep, they will always take your phone calls, but for this, they are asking for email responses. And if you would like a response back, you have to specify in the email. Sorry, I just wanted to come back and just comment real quick because I did look into it further. So obviously MPs always do take phone calls, but these are not being recorded in the same capacity as the emails. You can follow up your email with a call if you so do choose, but I really think for your vote, if you'd like it to be recorded, it is documented. When you email, you have that communication. It is documented that you emailed. You can also ask for a response directly in the email. If you want one, you have to ask for one. I hope that helps, guys. Please make sure to get your vote in. We've got 55 minutes.
And did both. I emailed her and I called. Our MP is actually fighting against the mandate. She'd like to see them drop too, so.
I'll drop everything again real quick, Tamara. I don't know if you were in here and had it muted. It is just like literally a few strokes up. And amazing, Miller. I hope that I didn't come off confrontational. I just want to make sure everyone is getting their vote in there fairly and getting recorded. That's all. So I'll drop the info again. Hope this helps some people. And again, it's Eastern Standard Time. We got 54 minutes. So that first link that I just dropped, that's where you can go. You can type in by postal code and figure out who your MP is. If you don't know, get their email, send your email. You want to have it with the heading urgent. And in there, type, if you're opposed to these mandates, put that in your email. I'm also going to drop where you can watch the live feed, the House of Commons. So yeah, I'll drop that now.